Well, big boy Lloyd here had me in quite the panic last night. Since he went into the chicken coop, after I got him back into the pasture, he did eat his dinner, and then I noticed his behavior changed. And I watch him really closely, so I know this guy's behavior very well. And he wasn't eating his hay after he ate his grain. And he went out to the middle of the pasture and was just standing there, and he wouldn't come to me, and he always comes when I call. So I got a treat for him, and I walked out to the pasture, and he wouldn't even take the treat. So I put a harness on him and the lead line and walked him outside of the pasture. And my niece got an apple. We tried giving him an apple. He wouldn't eat anything. He was just acting extremely odd. So I was thinking, well, maybe it was either he got into the chicken feed, or because the chicken feed crumbles were in sand, he got some sand. So one of the symptoms of colic is he just was refusing to eat anything. So I called the vet immediately, and luckily we have colic medicine on hand, and she had 8 emergencies ahead of me, and she said, I don't even know if I can get out there tonight. So she told me what to do. I walked him for about an hour and a half, and we administered the amount of medicine she told us to give to him, and I didn't have any more food offered to him, and he wouldn't even eat anyway. And then I just kept an eye on him, because at that point it was dark. So every 2 hours more than that. Every about 10 minutes I was checking on him to make sure he was still standing. But the medicine took about 2 hours to kick in. And then he finally moved his position from where he was standing to a different part of the pasture. But he also had diarrhea, so that's why his feet are all disgusting. But I'm going to rinse him off in a little while. It's just a little chilly this morning. So watched him during the night. My niece checked on him during the night. It was just really stressful, and I was so worried. But he immediately took a little treat this morning, a little cookie. So I knew we were on the right track. And every time I checked him during the night, he was still standing. So he wasn't laying down or anything. And then this morning, I fed him. He ate his regular food. And I offered him the coastal hay, which is what we give them because here it's very sandy. And so coastal hay helps them. So he ate his hay. I haven't seen him have a poop yet, so I don't know if it's still mushy or not, but keeping an eye on him, and this will be what I'm doing today. So that's why I have him on a long leash, and he's grounded from being on his own. He was a bad boy. So until we get the chicken coop situated and blocked off, he's not allowed off leash. So there's the chicken coop over there. So that's where he was. I don't even know why he went over there or how he even discovered that there is a chicken coop over there with grain pellets or whatever, chicken crumbles. But when I told the vet, she asked if the chicken crumbles were medicated, and I said, no, it doesn't look like they're medicated. It looks like it's just regular crumbles. So she was comfortable with that. We were just thinking maybe because the crumbles had partially been in sand, that he got some sand in his belly and caused him to be uncomfortable. But I'm going to keep an eye on him. We're back on track. And my suggestion to everybody who has a horse is have colic medicine on hand, because the vet can't always get out to you. And we were very, very thankful and fortunate that we did have the medicine here at the house. So if you have a horse, I would say have that on hand just in case, because within 2 hours there was a difference in his behavior. He started perking up a little bit, but I definitely immediately saw a difference. It was within an hour after I got him out of that chicken coop. So back on track, I hope. I like to see what his poop looks like. I know that's disgusting, but it's going to tell me a lot if we're, got some solid action going on here. And I'd like to see him drink some more water, so I'm going to go get a salt block today, and he'll lick the salt block, and that'll encourage him to drink some more water. So we're just hanging out. It's a chilly morning this morning, and hopefully it will be warm enough that I can at least get his legs rinsed off. I gave him a good brushing today, and now he's eating grass, and I'm going to keep an eye on him. This is all he's allowed to do until we get that fixed. Because I'm not taking a chance. Again, that was just horrible. It was so upsetting to see him not feeling well. So it's important to know your horse's behaviors, all your animals' behaviors, because then you can immediately see that something's not right. And luckily I was watching him closely after he did something different by going over there to the chicken coop. I mean, it was funny. It was funny. He's a big old boy, and he got into that chicken coop, so that's funny, but then it's not so funny. It was so cute because I was taking care of my great niece last night, and I told her, I'm sorry, Yaya is really worried about Lloyd, and I'm not a lot of fun tonight. And she goes, why are you saying you're sorry, Yaya? It's okay. You don't have anything to be sorry about. It was so sweet. And so then she said, I told her, I said, well, let's say a little prayer that Lloyd's going to be okay. And she folds her hands together and squeezes her eyes really, really tight. And she goes, dear God, please let Lloyd's muscles be okay. I thought that was so cute. So I said, he'll listen to you. I know that, Amelia. He'll listen to you. So I thanked her this morning. I said, I think God listened to your prayer, sweetheart, because Lloyd's doing much better. Sorry if the phone is wiggling. He just pulled on the leash. Oh, his tail's going up. Maybe we'll have some action. Probably just gas. Are you gassy, Lloyd? Stressed me out. I'm just glad to see he's eating. It's a beautiful morning here. It was 50. When I first got up, I think it was like 56. And then it got up to 58. I don't know what it's at now. It's 60 something, I think. We're supposed to have a little cold front moving in this weekend. Well, this week. So we'll have some cooler mornings. Lloyd, sorry, buddy. You're not going to go far. Got you on a tight leash. I told my niece, I said, yep, I usually like to keep my men on a short leash, but this long leash will do for tonight. She's laughing. She goes, I just can't with you, Aunt Mar. I thought it was funny. I don't really like to keep men on short leashes, but I was just trying to add a little humor to the situation. Hey, Lloyd. Ooh. Hi, buddy. As far as it goes. My goodness, did you hear that fly? Something just buzzed by me. All right, everybody, have a good day. He's wiggling the phone too much, so I will keep everybody updated. So just say a little prayer for Lloyd that he's back on track. Rip, of course, he's fine. He's not a problem child, just mine.